All right, now try.
I'm gonna helicopter my beef.
Hell yeah. Meatspin.com.
I'm gonna shake that spinny dick.
Meatspin. Everybody should go there.
Do what?
It's called a windmill.
And we're back on the podcast. Welcome to episode 25.
So loud.
We want to windmill each other's dicks.
So loud. I'm gonna pull it back way
Hell yeah.
far.
All right, I figured out what
normal.
Let's go docking. I'm circumcised.
It's mostly user error.
Gotta
Welcome back to the
shake that
podcast, folks.
skinny
Episode
dick.
25 of the Turd Coast podcast.
Yeah.
Coming in hot with our boy Matt.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Matty Jeezy.
He is also a Mexican.
I am. Only by
Yeah,
color.
wow,
You
man.
got a pretty good run going, dude. You had so many.
Okay,
of these boys
okay.
on here.
Not
Nice.
biting our own style,
Okay.
but we've actually been doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Our demographics are.
We only our only other white friend is Calvert
Yeah.
and Thomas.
Yeah, well, we only had two whites on. We got all these different.
Yep. Hey, man.
So the majority of your fans eat food out of foil paper?
Yeah, for the most part. Well, the burrito just comes in a foil,
Okay.
so they just eat it that way.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I don't think they even eat it. I think they insert it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They just go up the butt and
Yeah.
then right back out.
It's like
'Cause that's the only time I've ever been full.
Wait, what?
it's like just put it in my ass.
Because I like Freebirds, but Chipotle.
Yeah, well,
Chipotle hurts later. It's just like it's fucking worth it. Like, hey, that
The
means it was a
sauce
good
don't
meal.
get the spicy sauce. So we've already covered that.
what happened? When did you have a burrito inserted into you?
You know that stint I spent in county?
Shit. Did you do it to like show how dominant you were? Right?
Was it at least like
Yeah.
a breakfast
Okay.
burrito?
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, everyone, you know how see how manly I am.
Badass the white boy is.
Hey.
Check this out.
I
Shove
got
a burrito in
two
your ass.
sweet tangs for that burrito.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Nice.
They're like, all right, cool. And then
Fucking just shows dominance.
the new white boy shoved a burrito up his ass.
Oh,
Damn.
Don't fuck with him.
Don't. Yeah, stay out of
You talking
his
about
way.
the coffee man?
Stay out of his way.
There's still hot sauce in his ass. So if you rape him, it's gonna suck.
Burn your dick off, man.
Well, like I said, you can't rape the willy.
True.
So
So I support dead women. You know, they can't say no.
My experience in county was completely different than yours, but cool.
I was on the G block.
Oh,
Shit.
So,
nice. Or the OG block.
yeah.
OG block.
Nice.
With the gay block.
Yeah.
But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about your butthole and burritos
No.
in the county.
That's
Awesome.
just everyday conversation.
We can get that out of the way real quick.
We're here to talk conspiracy theories, and Matt's
Yes.
here to bring us the LatinX files.
You know, the one conspiracy theory is like the biggest one is always going to be the female orgasm. Does it exist?
So from what I hear from girls, yes, but I don't think it does.
Yeah, I've never been told good job after giving a high five. I've just been given my car keys back. You know,
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm saying.
I've been buying Xboxes.
I mean, no, I ain't gonna lie.
I've been.
Yeah, I heard that works, dude. If you play Halo 2
Oh,
and
shit.
you get in the back of the Warthog and you fire the cannons, you know, just
You have to make her sound like the
Put that
fucking
on every gen.
theme song though. She has to be like, you know, like okay, I think I'm doing this right.
It's really good if you just start like punching her in the back of the head right before you.
Good
finish.
old donkey punch.
Dude, that's one song that always...
Speaking of donkeys, like, you know, the
the
fucking
Latinx
the
files.
Latinx files.
Hell yeah.
You know how like every major state or like pretty much every state has like their own animal or weird cryptid monster.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, who out there has like the walking donkey man?
What's-
Somebody has
what's
to.
Oh,
Texas
the
is-
walking donkey man.
Something like
It's
that.
like
I don't
man, bear,
know.
pig.
Yeah.
in Colorado.
No,
The
I know.
Wonky dong man,
Donkey man,
dongy,
Donkey. Yeah.
half donkey, half man.
Walking
half
dog
dogs,
man. That's fucking like
half
Johnny
man.
Sins right there.
Yeah, dude. It's
half
like
man,
fucking-
half dong.
It's like Donnie Dark.
Ching dong.
Yeah.
No, but like, yeah, I've always really been into conspiracies ever since I was young. It's just, I mean, I ain't saying I believe in them all. I don't think anybody really believes in them all unless you're just like some crazy person. But like, I get a kick out of watching Alex Jones.
Hell yeah,
And
dude.
I don't believe in anything he says half the time, but it's cool to look into.
Yeah,
and
but
at least
he did. Like, there are things that he like story. You know, like the whole fucking what's the when they go out in the woods and burn the
Oh,
owl shit.
the fucking Yes.
I can't remember what
Bohemian
it's
Grove.
called. Bohemian Grove. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a real thing that like.
Yeah, you can still go there to this day. There's still
Yeah.
YouTubers that go.
What is
they
this?
break in.
So all of the elites in the world, not all the elites, but this group of elites,
Like
kind of like
past
the Skull and Bones,
past presidents,
type shit like
high
that.
scholars.
Yeah. High scholars or whatever, real rich fucks. They go out in the woods and they burn effigies to Moloch, the owl god.
Yeah, he's
They
the
all
one
wear-
that takes children sacrifice to his name.
Yeah, they all wear hoods and stuff. And then there's like the deeper conspiracies where it's like, yeah, but in the back rooms they get in coffins and
Yeah,
everybody
they
jerks
fucking-
off on the coffin.
They
and
fuck
it's like-
kids and shit.
yeah, and then
like
they-
it's,
of course.
it's messed up.
They-
It's messed up.
Yeah.
But like,
Never heard of Comet Pizza, dude?
yeah, like the pizza shit. that whole pizza shit's crazy.
Yeah.
The Pizzagate.
The Pizzagate, and then I forget what website they had. Like, if there was a kid missing, and they like say like their name was Caitlin or something, just for instance here, this website that was selling like furniture, like a book drawer, would have Caitlin 5 foot by 8 foot book, shelf,
Yeah.
$10,000.
Dude, I swear.
And you're like, what?
I had seen some shit like that where it would be like a ad on Facebook or fucking YouTube or something. And it would be like Etsy or whatever those sites were, and it would be like that. It would be like this tool sets or something, whatever. And it's like this one's $20, this one's $60, and then this one's $30,000. Like what the fuck?
You're
is
like, hold
this?
up, like what's gonna come to my house?
Yeah, like what the hell am I looking at here?
Like, yeah, that whole Pizzagate stuff is
I heard
crazy.
that
Whenever you look at the
with,
emails,
what was that website where kind of like what you were saying, where you can go, let me order a cabinet, but it was like $13,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it was a website
That, like,
like that.
I don't know if it was Wish. Man, what the
yeah,
fuck?
Wish is one of those weird ones.
Wish,
Yeah.
Wish is
But I
weird.
think Wish it's mostly just like shit they wouldn't take at the dollar store, so then they just sell it on Wish.
Right.
Like,
But you would look up and it would say a name,
Yeah, like a
and it would be a
name.
cabinet, and it would be like an
Insane
outrageous amount of
From
money.
like like you go to like Walmart or
what?
anywhere and you see these signs by the bathroom that say missing kids. That's somebody's child. I ain't saying our parents are gonna be able to watch their kids because some of them might be into something that they're not supposed to be in. But what happens to these kids? They can't just disappear. Somebody has
Epstein's
them.
Island.
Epstein for sure comes into play. Like,
Are we gonna get
they might
whacked
just all
off
be dead.
after this?
Yeah, dude.
Are we gonna
Don't
get whacked off?
just don't bring up the Clintons.
yeah. Oh shit.
Whatever you do not bring
Nah,
up
man.
the Clintons.
That's a
Oh
great
no, I want to
family.
bring
Yeah.
up the grassy knoll.
Degrassi?
Degrassi.
Yeah,
Degrassi, no.
Degrassi.
Degrassi.
Noel?
Fucking Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake shot JFK.
First name walking, last name never.
All right. So what you got, Xander?
The
What you got about the old JFK?
the leak on the Super Bowl prediction. Did you see that?
No.
Where
Is this new now?
a newscast broadcasted Drake, a few musical artists to play at this year's Super Bowl with the Ravens and 49ers.
What?
It was leaked out on a
shit.
newscast, and I was
Oh
like,
my
"What the hell? NFL scripted?"
For the
What?
record,
Shit.
those
I don't watch
are-
it enough
I
to
mean,
know.
those are realistically. I mean, they're the two home games. This fucking for the
I mean,
championship. It's not that far
logically,
those are the
but
two
yes,
teams.
but everyone's like, "Oh, they said
What-
it. Oh, scripted. It's
what
out
they-
on the news. What?"
What I've also seen is like if you've seen like the actual Super Bowl, the color scheme that they picked this year.
Well, even that.
It's red and purple.
Well, even then, like they have like.
Purple's
If
not-
you're
purple's
going
like
to
two
lose
teams.
the
Yeah.
World Series, you still have your winning. Like if you were to win, they automatically here's your hat. Like they
Oh,
have.
yeah,
They already have them made.
So they already have it
So-
pre-made.
Yes, but they have that. They have pre-made for both sides. That truly does happen where they make like boxes and T-shirts and stuff. But one of our buddies worked at a place that was like he was temping, and that's what he was doing. He was literally sitting there.
Like
It was
making
like the
everything?
Cavaliers and the fucking Mavericks or something, and he was literally sitting there waiting for the fucking Game 7 to end. And then as soon as it ended, they just started ironing fucking Cavaliers logos on these fucking hats. So
Wow.
they really do that where it's just like they
I
just.
wonder what
they literally
happens
wait.
to like if they do make those clothings are like already before like whoever wins. What happens to those? Do they just throw them away?
No, they donate them to Africa. You've never seen that shit? Little African kids walking around.
Hell
So
yeah.
the kids are balling in
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
American football, American sports. Just jerseys. Got a fucking old school Jordan jacket,
Like, damn,
Leatherman.
that's fucking busting right there.
Dude, that's like that fucking I saw this stupid meme. It's like a dude and he has it says Dallas Mavericks world champions 2031 or whatever.
Oh, I saw that.
It's
He's like, yeah, like,
is this guy a
hold
time
up, this guy a
traveler?
time traveler? Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like,
God, that's hilarious.
speaking of time travel, you know who was definitely one is Matt Groening.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure.
There
that
is
fucking guy, dude.
okay. There is no such thing as like coincidence as much as he lands what he's fucking doing.
Yeah.
He does it to a T. Like that one about Donald Trump whenever he's going down the fucking escalator.
That shit's so crazy.
And the fucking sign falls too. You're just like, hold up, like what? This cannot be real. Like, no way.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that really got me. The fucking Trump one. We'll put it up here. Xander's never.
Well,
seen
that's just it. Just shows you how much media has influence in where we're at today.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because-
Oh, you think you think this is like the power of like
Yeah, it could be like
what is that shit called where it's like you just have to believe it and then it happens? It's like the I can't remember. Like fucking Oprah.
Christianity.
just
people, like-
positive thinking, like the fucking
Yeah,
book called The
basically.
Secret.
The Secret, thank you.
Secret book.
Yes,
Yeah.
the secret.
No, what's it
Just
called?
Matt Groening has just mastered the secret, so
Like
now
wish-
whatever
wishful
he
thinking, I
wants,
guess.
he just makes it in the cartoon and makes it happen.
No, but there's a lot of stuff that he did do that was just like, okay, what is that? Like towns being under domes, just a bunch of random stuff. Just like,
Well,
happens.
I mean,
Wait, when was a town under a dome?
and in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
don't know.
I thought you were saying that there's a reference to that in real
I
life.
mean, I don't fucking know. I was just thinking about like the fucking show, The Dome, or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I was just wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, did
Oh,
that
shit.
fucking happen?
No,
Holy
I don't. I mean, maybe if it did, I don't know about it.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
There's a lot of shit that happens
It's
that
like
we don't
that
know
fucking
about.
GPS is like in 2 miles on your right,
There's a dome.
nothing.
Okay. Anyway.
The guy's GPS just changes.
Just-
It says Springfield. And anyways,
yeah.
so the NFL is somewhat scripted, I think, because
because
They
the Texans
weren't-
lost.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bullshit, and they hate us down here in Houston.
they weren't
man.
calling anything for
And
the
it-
Texans for
I
real.
don't watch sports, but it is kind of weird that they only make it to that point every time that they've been so close to the finals.
Well, for the record, they got a whole new regime in here. First year head coach, first year fucking.
Well, and Lamar Jackson hasn't won a
quarterback.
Super Bowl yet, and he's been in the league
Yeah,
how many years?
exactly. They
So-
because until this year they did that same thing. They kept losing
right.
in the divisional. So
He's always been on the Ravens.
Yeah,
Lamar, yeah. I mean, like they won a Super Bowl back in the day with a different quarterback and stuff.
With
but
Flacco,
Joe Flacco,
yeah.
Joe Flacco. But I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is for a lot of teams. Until you get over that hump, everybody says you're fucking cursed. So
Curses are crazy.
Yep, especially when the NFL's rigged. Cursed by Roger Goodell's bitch ass. But no, that's whatever. We got outplayed.
Talk about conspiracy theories. Fucking aliens, man.
Dude, aliens. There's
Being
something.
shoved down our throat, though,
Dude,
isn't it? Do you
the
ever
first-
I'm like sometimes the conspiracies. I'm like I get to the point where I'm like, all right, I can't. If everybody's starting to think this way, it's starting to freak me out.
Yeah,
That
like-
this is why we're starting to think this way. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Why
I mean, but it's like how Xander said, like social media, or if you said it, I'm sorry, social media does play a big part now because, like, I remember being back in the day, like watching alien films and watching stuff on TV about aliens. But now it's on such a big scale. If something happens anywhere in the world, you see it in the next minute on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
There's always somebody live doing something or catching something that's like, what is that? You know?
And it's like the pareidolia, like ghost hunting. Like you put yourself in like an atmosphere of where an idea is out there, like
It's
ghosts.
manifested
like you want to see it,
You-
so therefore you see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you're in a pitch black
manifesting
room. Right.
it
Right.
to
Right.
happen.
The,
The
mind.
Secret.
Right.
Oprah. Perfect.
So maybe someone did see something. Whatever. Like it doesn't mean it's not real or it's real. You know. It's just each person has their own
Perception.
view. Yeah, perception. So you may have saw a ghost, and I may have heard
something, but I didn't see
a
anything.
piece of metal hit the wall, or
Yeah.
you know, and
Like,
it
you
just
saw somebody walk by. I just heard a voice or something.
that's why like
nothing.
And then another conspiracy thing, like that's why we're talking about it, is because whoever's constructing these conspiracy theories needs a pot of conspiracy theories to throw everyone like, oh
Yeah.
whatever, the Mandela effect, or they just need to have some
Mandela
crazy
effect.
people thinking about some crazy shit, and then it's like, oh well, whoop.
Yeah,
We'll
just-
throw that
you
one
guys,
out.
You guys
Oh.
check out this alien shit while we bomb Yemen.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
100%. Like, oh shit, the fucking Epstein list is coming out. Don't throw them aliens.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
Florida! Look at all these
Yeah,
cops.
Damn.
oh, shit.
Yeah, I do worry about that with the aliens thing, but you know.
There's so like aliens. One of my favorite things to ever like read about was this guy named Phil Schneider, and he used to go around and do these fucking he used to just have these panels in like Holiday Inns or just like any kind of place that would let him have it. And this was before the internet was a big thing. There's videos on YouTube of this guy Phil Schneider, and I think that's his name. But he used to work at this place called the Dulce Vida Alien Base. It was in New Mexico. And this place had he described it as like a parking garage. He described it as like a parking garage of like different bases. And on the last level,
Like the Resident Evil kind of just like stages downward.
yes. And he said like the 5th level was the one that he worked on, which was the highest like pass possible. And he said that they had alien cross genetic breeding where they cross genetic aliens with humans to make these beings, and that was the aliens' want. And in return, they gave us stuff to make aircraft engines or aircraft
Technology.
technology to do these insane feats
Wi-Fi.
with. And there's this big thing on it, and it's like supposedly there was like an alien outbreak back in like the 60s or the 70s, I want to say. It was really back in the day, and a few like guards got hurt, and the guy Phil Schneider is missing like 4 fingers. He has a scar on his chest, and he says that he got telepathically injured by an alien, and it's just like, what the hell is this guy even talking about? Like, you're kind of laughing at him talking about this, but he brings out these materials that are just like, okay, this is something that they're, still to this day, whenever he was having panels like in the early 2000s, the late 90s, he would show these things where it was like, what kind of material is this?
Yeah.
And you're just like, we haven't even seen this yet. Or just like and he would have these images of the base, and he always said, hey, if I'm giving out these secrets, which I am not suicidal. I do not want to kill myself. He ended up being found in his hotel one day on tour with a phone wire wrapped around his neck.
Yeah.
So.
No. I was just saying, keep the microphone. I saw it
Pants
drop.
down.
That's all you turn.
No, he was just dead, and there was a phone
Pants
wire.
on.
I think his pants are on.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it was off, at least he went out happy, maybe.
Right.
But it was just like it's just a weird
Yeah,
thing. You're
it's
just like,
funny to talk about aliens
It's funny
because
to think about like the CIA coming in and being like, "All right, you son of a bitch, here."
let's make him look fucking gay.
And
Like, no, I'm turned on by this. God damn it! I'll just
yeah,
think I'm
and
gay.
we found semen at the scene of the crime.
There's always semen.
This will definitely leak them too.
There has to be a semen bank somewhere with just everybody's semen in it. Like, fuck.
And
Sorry,
I saw this documentary about the
Semen?
incident in Brazil with aliens. I can't remember the place it happened, but
Brazil
Oh,
always
yeah, I
has
know
shit
what
with
you're talking about
aliens.
though.
I can't remember what.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They saw him by like a fucking wall.
yeah,
And
like
and they were like crouched down.
they
and
brought
those
him to
girls-
like a actual hospital.
yeah,
They had
village.
cleared out the hospital for months.
I saw
Like,
that
the
shit.
stench, and I don't know. It was just weird. I was like,
Yeah, like it was
like
pretty
as
freaky.
like humans, it's nature for us to like know things. Like we got to know like why.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
why are you here?
So when
What are you doing there?
when we know that other people may know some things that we want to know, it's kind of
Or
scary.
we want to know because we don't know.
Right, exactly. It's
And
just
if we
like,
knew it, wouldn't be that big a deal.
and yeah,
Yeah,
That's how I feel about
exactly.
it. Dude.
So if aliens are real, most likely because we're aliens essentially.
Yeah, I think the
So-
universe is too big to just have one life force on just one
Right.
planet. There's
And
no way.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how if they've already made contact and there's aliens among us already,
or
if
if they're
it's just
that advanced. You know,
right.
I mean,
How far along have we known these you know, like what process are they letting us know? Is it to also one conspiracy theory I've looked into is like, is that the outbreak for the martial law? Like aliens are coming, so
lock down everything, government control.
Kind of like a COVID was like a kind of
COVID was a
precursor
test,
to.
yes.
How do you know? What if it already happened? They already locked us down, brought the aliens
Right?
in.
Yeah, it could have happened.
We are in a matrix already. Maybe who knows?
So a lot. I mean, it's just kind of weird to think.
I think about that too, because like now there's another thing online going out there. It's called like there's like how Xander was saying, they're releasing a new kind of COVID. It's it's like something X, and it's supposed to be
disease
super
X?
deadly. Yeah,
Yeah,
disease
dude.
X, and it's
Disease
like,
X.
is that just like the name of it?
No,
or
that's
like
gonna that's gonna fuck around and make the Powerpuff Girls, dude. You kidding me?
fucking shit.
Get the fuck
your
out of here.
semen come alive in the
Fuck.
toilet.
I jerked
Daddy?
off into some disease X.
Like, oh my god, you like
Fuck.
episode of Flubber on your hand.
This is fucking dope. That was such a random movie, dude. Fucking Robin Williams was like, I need
fucking love
money.
that movie.
Flubber.
Fucking love Robin Williams.
Oh, dude, I miss him.
It's a good game.
Mrs. Doubtfire always makes me laugh.
Have you ever seen an alien?
Like illegal alien or just like I mean all the time, dude. Like,
No,
I work at Walmart.
intergalactic alien.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, like
I
four of
mean-
them on the cat.
Look at I mean shit.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Look at the guy who made Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
That guy has to
That
be
guy.
alien.
Dude.
The way he drinks water, like
That's
did
the
y'all-
only. That's the only like.
reptilians
was on,
exist.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only credence I give to the lizard people.
It's like
honestly.
lizard people
It's
are
fucking that
100%.
guy. Like,
That
well,
guy
maybe.
is like, okay, you fucking blew it for everybody. You're in trouble. Like, he's not human.
Did y'all? He was on the Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
yes,
Did you listen to the?
No.
parts of it,
Dude,
parts of
it was
the way that he talks is so interesting.
so.
It's like an AI computer just
you
talking.
could tell that he had a lot of information, but he was just like.
I mean, he is a genius, I guess, for like doing everything he did.
just kind of dancing around questions and like, oh, like,
Come on,
yeah, like,
hit him with the Biden. Come on, man. Come on.
There's a possibility that like he was CIA and he wanted to make an entire mainframe to keep everybody's identity on.
I mean,
and everybody did make a Facebook. That I know, at least almost everybody did.
yeah.
well,
I mean,
what happened to Tom?
He's
MySpace.
he was my fucking best friend,
Yeah,
dude.
He was my number
only
one friend. He was my only friend.
Top
Damn.
8. No, I only need a top 1. Tom.
I wonder what the next. You think Facebook's gonna be the only, like the last and only like social media like?
I think Instagram's lasting a
Identity?
lot.
No, I think the younger kids do other shit. I think like
They do
I think
TikTok.
Instagram and TikTok.
Whoa!
Snapchat.
Don't even say that shit, brother.
Oh, TikTok.
The
Yeah,
younger
dude.
kids.
I'm just saying.
We're not even kids.
Okay, you asked me about the future, so the only way to kind of figure
Well,
out what the
I'm
future is
saying-
what are the people who are
well,
going to be in the
The
future
template
doing?
for Instagram isn't like, I guess kind of. I don't know. It's more. It's different. It's. I don't know. What I'm trying to get at is like you're saying, like, this is my profile of myself. Like it's more like how MySpace was like.
Oh, like it
This is my
describes you.
interest. This is my. It's more of like a personal.
it's personal about you.
driven than like Instagram's like pictures. Yes, it's
Okay,
personal,
True.
but it's not like where.
Yeah, but nobody's looking at your profile information on Facebook. They just look at your post. Facebook and
Dude,
Instagram
everyone's
are the
looking
exact
at your
same
post.
thing.
Yeah.
Facebook.
That's
and
the
Instagram
first
are
thing
the
I look at.
same.
I'm like, where is this person from?
Yeah, I'm like, do I know them? Let me see what they're like.
Yeah, if you're looking for new friends,
What's
but
their
when you're just
address?
Scrolling through the feed, you're not like, oh my gosh, let's see what let's see what Xander likes. Oh, he likes Spaceballs, and reggae music.
Right, I don't even use Facebook that much
That's
anymore.
what I'm saying.
I just got Messenger. That's it.
Only reason I use those is because I'm in bands
Hell yeah.
and I have to use them. Because
and the
that's
podcast.
and the
Promote the
podcast.
podcast. There you
go, you gotta
the
promote
Yeah, I do
podcast.
everything. With
Yeah,
the podcast.
yeah. We don't talk about
The
music.
crazy thing is,
Podcast.
Xander came to me and was like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, let's
Sure,
do
man.
it." Now it's all Clint doing all the bullshit. That's a
Yeah.
conspiracy I want to talk about.
Damn. Let's
What
talk
the
about it.
Fuck, Xander.
Well, usually when I just a little tidbit about me, when I start things, I usually just tend to have everyone else do everything.
No shit.
And
Fuck
then
yeah.
when I want things done, I throw a fit.
Hell yeah.
Call it the old Z-boy bitch fit.
Like, look, Desiree, I wanted fucking tortillas,
Whatever.
pizza rolls, not
All
fucking
right.
bagels.
No, he
used-
doesn't even. He doesn't snap at Desiree at all, dude. He treats her nice, but the rest of us, we get all the fucking bullshit, dude.
Yep.
Damn.
It's not just Joe.
No,
Okay.
no.
It's funny
It's
because
just me, man. It's what it feels like.
whatever. All right, I'll give you that. I haven't been writing stuff down.
Write stuff down, Xander. But
'Cause
actually, this one, not even write stuff down, all right? I don't even care.
I
what
haven't
you
been writing
say,
stuff
right?
down
What are your
'cause-
conspiracies, dude.
I mean, if you want me to contribute more, I can. And I've tried to get guests on.
Yeah, that one time, and then
And they
fucking
all
bailed on
fell.
us.
They all fell.
Nah, man.
I didn't even know about that. She told me, and I was like, "All right,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
woo, well, all right, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
cast,
Yeah, man.
I
woo."
was like, I always got something to talk about.
Yeah. Well, Matt texted me. He was like, "Yo, want to be on the cast?" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro, let's do it."
I was like, yeah. I was like, I hate my life. I never do anything.
Dude, the cast is the best.
Biggest conspiracy
Like and
theory.
subscribe.
This, fuck yeah.
Biggest conspiracy theory. Fucking weed, man. Fucking weed.
Yeah, I
That's
think
always
they're
been a
putting
major
PC
issue.
I think they're putting PCP in the weed now, man.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
What the
seeing
fuck?
spirits and shit.
No.
Dude, because I shit you not, like, I've had experiences where someone reached out to me, oh, my person has cancer and they're literally dying. Like, I'm not shitting you. I need some weed. They would never reach out to me at
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
ever. And like,
Really?
hey, I need some stuff. They're in pain. And I'm like, all right, I got you. Go
Mhm.
deliver the littlest, a gram, whatever, allegedly.
Look 'em up.
And a week later, they're eating. They're happy.
They're
you
like,
know,
I'm
like,
alive again.
Yeah, they're like, so that experience happened. I'm like, this is bad. You know, it kind of puts you at like
It
a
is.
moral standpoint. Like,
It always
it's
comes down.
illegal, but why did they like? This is sketchy as fuck. Like, this person should be able to just go.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
guess,
like,
I guess that would be the biggest argument is like it should at least be medicinal.
yeah, dude,
Like
for
you
sure.
should at least be able to get it
Like,
if you're in pain. Yeah.
It doesn't kill you. It doesn't make you do anything. I mean, yeah,
And it's not even
it
just, like-
impairs you if you're not ready for it. Like, did y'all hear about that wedding that the
Yes!
fucking bride gave everybody
Yes.
weed brownies or something? Like, all the food had marijuana in it. And one person started having an anxiety attack and was like, they called 911. Oh, I think there was drugs in my food.
Dude,
I'm at a wedding,
the
and the
911
whole
call
fucking
is
party got arrested on
the
a fucking
night-
wedding day.
The 911 call is so funny.
Dude, it's
That guy makes-
hilarious.
He's like, hello?
He's like, I feel weird.
Like, this is the, blah, 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 sheriff's department. How can we help you? He's like, me and my wife are at a wedding, and we've been talking, and I think we've been drugged.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
It's
He
the
thinks he's fucking
nerdiest-
dying.
The
You're like,
most
oh my god, dude.
whitest,
Dude,
nerdiest
it is.
dude.
It is. And the fucking bride
I
and
don't
groom
feel
having the
right
time
at
of their
all.
life. Like, yeah, we're having fun. All of a sudden, cops pull up.
But
bust
just
them.
like I was gonna on the other, what I was getting at is like the other end of the spectrum. I was with a girl one time. I brought some weed over. We were smoking with her parents, and they freaked out on me. It was some
Really?
dro,
Whoa.
and they're like, "Dude, what did you give us?" And I'm like,
Like, hey,
Dude,
It's
okay.
It's some hydro. They're like, hydro. What is this? What is this? And I'm like, and they're freaking out, dude. Like, and then
Like,
I went out,
is this
smoked a
cocaine?
cigarette, and she was like, "Dude, you gotta go." And I'm like, "What do you mean I gotta go?" And they're like, my parents are they think you laced them with something. I'm like,
I just lace myself and everybody.
yeah,
all
like,
right,
what?
like-
So at that point, yes, there's some people that aren't gonna. My girl gets too high sometimes where she can't go in the store. You know, like
I get it.
that's
Anxiety is
gonna
a big factor in it.
Yeah, dude. Like it's a mild hallucinogen. And anxiety is a part of that factor. So obviously, don't get too high. Of course, you're gonna have an anxiety attack. I mean, if
I think a part of the anxiety thing though, because like, is the fact that it's illegal. So like, if you go like, okay, like say you live in
Yes.
an illegal state.
100%.
If you live in, okay, for instance, when I was in Colorado and I was feeling good due to how that whole state is, I did not feel anxious one time. And let me tell you, I got insanely toasted, and I did not say, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die" or "God help me." I was like, I'm fucking hungry. You know, like I did not freak
Dude,
out at all.
The first night, we fucking ate so many edibles,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
me and one of my buddies stay up fucking late as fuck. Just we had like a bunch of wax, so we're just doing dabs fucking all night.
I kept waking up and seeing them, and I was like,
yeah. And then Matt would wake up and be like, dude, you want to get in on this? And it was like, fuck yeah, dude. And we just pushed it to the max. And at no point was I like, oh fuck, something bad's about to happen. Because that's the thing that you think bad that you think's about to happen.
Like,
is
fuck,
you're gonna get busted. Is what is the issue?
100%.
That's what causes the anxiety. If you ask me.
Yes, I've always said that.
I agree with that sentiment.
But yeah, I mean, it's always been a big conspiracy ever since it was ever brought over here to this country.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is the first time that shit was illegal, like the first time it was made illegal in the States, was the El Paso Ordinance. It was literally illegal in Texas first.
First?
Yeah, because they were trying to keep Mexicans from coming across the border when they were fighting over the border. That's what it was. That's weird. That's the first time in America where it's documented that it was.
I know, like George Jung had a big hand in the marijuana disperse of America in California. You know who George Jung is? Jung.
No.
Johnny Depp played him in Blow.
Okay.
Yeah, Jung.
Okay.
He was the one that talked directly to who's that big Colombian lord?
Oh yeah, it was
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, Escobar.
He was the first American, I believe, to like disperse it here on that level, and that's why like they made that movie about him. And
let everybody know what the deal was.
Like, this is what happened.
Cool,
yeah, he went from weed to cocaine, and yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That we all have our struggles with that particular.
Sometimes it's drugs,
but
sometimes it's porn. Food.
Weed. No. He's like, well, he started with weed and then ended up doing cocaine or whatever.
We're talking about George Jung.
Yeah, from Blow, like the guy.
The guy who met Pablo Escobar and stuff.
Nice. Well, hey man, incarnation is real. Reincarnation is real.
Isn't he? I think he's still alive, right?
Who, Jesus?
No.
Johnny
Kanye
Depp.
West. Oh.
Johnny Depp.
Jesus.
That's my favorite thing about the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing is the fucking like I wish I would have thought of this when it was popular because it probably would have been the best meme ever. But the fucking intro to Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the episode that Who Pooped the Bed.
Oh
like,
God!
I always wanted to I thought about this the other day. It's like
good.
I want to make a video. It's like just part of like the thing, and then it just shows the fucking intro Who Pooped the Bed or whatever.
That was the most randomest shit
so
on that
now.
thing.
Nobody cares anymore.
You're just like watching this fucking interesting trial, and you're just like, now they're talking about somebody pooping the bed.
Interesting.
Like it was interesting because it was like, why is this on here? Like, there's always trials like this across the world, but it's only popular because of who it was about.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Have y'all seen that where Marshawn Lynch is on the Buccaneers? Where they have the shoot off the cannons at the stadium.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Look, I'm Captain Black Sparrow." He's like running around, and it's like the title's like Marshawn Lynch is like American Jim.
Yeah.
It's so funny,
Dude, Marshawn Lynch is
He's a fucking hilarious.
Dude,
Dude.
he
so
is
funny.
hilarious. You see when he gets fucking like pulled over and arrested?
No.
He's in this like super nice like Bentley or Porsche or something, some fucking like supercar, and he's fucking ran the tire off and ran the rim all the way down to where it's just like spokes, dude. It's
grinding.
just fucking
He ran from the cops.
No, he didn't run from the
He just
cops.
fucking popped
They
it.
find him there and he's just asleep in his car. So he did all this shit and just was like, oh, all right, I'm done. I'm taking a nap, dude. And it's cool. I mean, he's not like, he didn't like fight with the cops or anything. He's cool. But it's like, it's just so funny. It's just like, is this your car? And he's like, nah. Like, is it stolen? He's like, yeah. Like, he just fucking passed the fuck. He's just like so fucked up. It's so funny.
That's
dude.
funny.
We were talking about Whitest Kids You Know earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Trevor Wallace. And you were talking about there's because that's another conspiracy theory, because if you notice, he put out a lot of songs, right? He would do like weird songs sometimes, like
Trevor Moore or
bits.
Trevor Wallace? Trevor Moore?
Oh, Trevor Moore.
Yeah,
sorry.
Trevor Wallace is a NASCAR driver. Shout out number 37.
I gotta
Trevor
turn left really
Wallace.
fast.
No, Trevor Wallace is the
Yeah, he's the dude. He's
goofy
the,
white dude,
Yeah,
long neck.
Trevor Moore. Yeah.
Trevor Moore.
Yeah,
sorry.
Moore. It's okay. It's okay.
Trevor Wallace is the guy I wish would die. Just kidding. Shout out, Trevor.
But two skit comedians. Either way, Trevor Moore, apparently he would put out these songs, and one of the last few songs he put out was about child slavery. Like
it's about
The
Jeffrey
Pizzagate?
Epstein.
the entertainment industry, like exploiting children and, and all this stuff. So, and then immediately after he put that out,
he dies.
he dies.
That's how, like, who was that old reporter that she was always like, her and her daughter, they always were like reporting on like celebrities. She said something about Obama's
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
How she called Michelle Obama a man, and then she was killed, like, you know,
And
dead after.
dies.
Like, that was a big thing because she was like,
always knew that.
yeah. I mean, you can look at pictures and be like, that's a fucking bulge in her pants.
That's a dude, bro.
Like, hold up, Michael,
Or the
right?
fucking kind of going back to the aliens, the Men in Black.
Oh, the Men in Black's a creepy thing.
Because I got really big into aliens whenever all that shit came out about what's his name from God damn it, the guy with
like it.
Bob Lazar.
Bob Lazar.
I was like,
Bob
what are you
Lazar.
referencing
Sorry,
right now?
sorry.
Is it the Hollywood?
When all
producer?
the shit came about out with
That
Bob
documentary?
Lazar. Yeah.
The documentary, until it got to that point, you're just like, okay, this is fucking fake.
And then I saw another one, which a lot of them are kind of weird because you're like, all right, that's definitely fake.
Yeah, like the whole Bob Lazar thing about the
Dude,
cutouts of the kids.
For the record, though, I don't know. The cutouts of the kids.
In Bob Lazar's story, he like says that he talked to these spirits of these orbs, and they manifested as kids, but like it looks like a freaking cardboard cutout. It's so hilarious.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, and I can't remember if that's the same documentary, but I saw another one where I can't remember, but there's a bunch of them. But there was a video. He set up cameras around his house, and
Yes, dude. I wanted to talk about this so bad. It's
And-
called Alien Invasion. It's on Netflix, dude. It's
yeah,
fucking
dude, and you
so
literally
funny.
just see
Oh.
this like
It's clearly
you can tell
a
it's
puppet.
yeah CGI.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking dog.
I think I know what you're
It's
talking
just, like,
about.
in his house. It's like outside the window.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
opens the
outside
window,
the-
he's like looking. He's like,
yeah.
And the setup
yeah.
is so fucked up because they show you like these videos that you recorded of like UFOs, and it's like, I mean, it's shitty like fucking Super 8 recordings and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and it's like, man, maybe, I don't know, there's like other people out there recording it with him and shit. It's like, damn, dude.
no,
And then he's like, wow. And then they started contacting him and like
talking to
trying
him,
talk
like,
to him over
what
the
is
radio
this?
and stuff. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
And then it gets to
and
it.
then
You're
it's just like this puppet just
Yeah,
pops
you're
up.
just like-
is this a joke? the
Yeah,
whole
you're just
time?
like, this is a
No
joke.
way.
Fuck.
No,
No
okay.
way.
Okay, listen.
I think that's the same episode where he talked about the Men in Black, where once apparently the abduction happened or whatever, there was traces and deposits of some materials, and
That were like
so they
weird, like
came
not
out and, like,
founded.
yeah, and they like
Unknown.
basically just rehomed them.
My
and, like,
favorite thing, like it does do with aliens. Like if you wanted to believe it, that it does, which means like, okay, you ever heard of the missing 411?
411 was a skate video, and I do have currently a missing 411. JB, give me my
That's
fucking VHS back. Anyways,
No,
what's the missing 411?
The missing 411 was probably my favorite documentary I've seen in the last
The
couple
airplane?
of years. No, this is about there's people throughout the world, like in the Midwest, upstate New York especially. I did not know that New York was so woodsy. So
yeah, what you got?
so I was like, wow. So it starts with this man who's a veteran. He was in Vietnam, so he knows how to survive in the woods. And what he does in his free time out there in New York is he'll show you how to hunt. He'll show you where to hunt. He's like a guide. And it starts with him going missing, and he's okay. You tell me this: if somebody's bread and butter is going out into the woods with a gun and knowing how to hunt and survive out there, you think that he wouldn't know how to come back home or get out of where he's at? And he was older. He was like in his late 60s or 70s, but him and his sons and his friends of the hunting party were about maybe a half mile or a mile apart in a line. And they were supposed to meet back up on the road, which was maybe a mile behind them, at about 9 p.m. And they didn't find anything. No clothing, not his gun, nothing. Now, And then the next run, it talks about this other man who goes hiking and he goes missing, and there's nothing found except like maybe his coat or something. And it all comes down to it saying like, is this aliens? Some people believe it to be like, I know this sounds nuts, but like Native Americans that live in the woods that still hunt and eat us like cannibals, like wrong turn shit, you know?
Okay.
Like they're so agile and good at hunting and
Where's
killing.
this at? What part of the country?
Upstate New York. Like it's kind of
That's
all
tough.
over.
They got bears, right?
Yeah, but the way that it's like shown is like there's no footprints.
Yeah, and if it
the
was
dogs-
bears, you would find like
claw
shoe-
marks,
you'd find clothing,
shoes,
the
Scene,
gun-
murder
gun
scene,
hats, stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
but like
So just vanishing.
they just vanish. It's called the missing 411. It's got like a deer skull on it because it's mainly hunters. And I ain't saying it's all up in New York. It's all over the
It's like
United
some Blair
States.
Witch shit.
Yeah, it's fucking freaky. Like it makes you think, okay, like skinwalkers maybe just eat them. Like I don't know what it is, but
New Jersey Devil.
just it's really a good documentary. If you want to watch something that's going to interest you from the start, it's called The Missing 411, and it got me hooked on that conspiracy about maybe it's aliens just abducting them fast and taking them somewhere because there's nothing left. Every now and then they'll find something, but it's nothing like a wallet or something like.
Yeah, it could just be like some fucking like Deliverance type shit too. There's just some fucking hillbillies up in the woods.
Hillbillies
that
is-
just fucking.
Like, hey, we're gonna fucking eat you and everything you have. Come on.
The hills
Or, like,
have
you ever
eyes.
seen
The hills have
movie,
eyes. Shit
You ever seen the movie Prisoners?
with
It has-
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal and fucking
Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine. Yeah. But yeah, that fucking lady that she just has like a old fucking truck that looks like it doesn't run,
And then
and it's
she
just
moves-
sitting on top of like a
a
big
hole.
storage container that's under the ground or whatever. Yeah, it's just
She
sitting on top
kidnaps
of a hole.
kids or just anybody and
Mhm.
just keeps them there.
Just puts them down there. Yeah,
Nobody can ever fucking hear them.
it's crazy shit.
But I mean, yeah, there's been like thousands of cases of like mountain people killing people probably.
Yeah.
but-
yeah.
And one of my friends, he was working in like Montana or fucking somewhere up north, like
Oh, yeah.
up there, and it was like when they were like, yeah, dude, don't go anywhere alone, man. Like,
Yeah,
People fucking
Montana's
disappear
known
up
to
there.
have those like a different kind of breed of people. They got
Yeah.
those hillbillies out there that like, oh yeah, they can
Texas
survive.
chainsaw shit.
They're freaking tough and they can survive. Yeah.
yeah, upstate New York, they're more like steampunk, but also freaks.
Oh man,
Yeah. All right. Does anybody need a beer?
I'm okay right now.
Yeah. All right. I need another beer.
I'll take one.
2 beers coming right up.
Beers for fears.
So what about the weather conspiracy theory? You think they're
Oh.
controlling the weather?
Like the whole like weather system. I'm sure that they have like a HARP. Isn't that what's called HARP?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in a way that they're probably if you look at Hawaii, what happened, recently with all those fires, and now that if you look at some of the houses, they had this blue color on them. And some of my friends know about this, and they believe it to be kind of weird too. The houses that were not affected by these fires all had the same color hue of blue on the roof. And it's like, was the fire just not attracted to that that part of the region? But fire spreads anywhere. It burns almost anything.
Right.
And it's like, if
wildfire.
if it's going to be an uncontrolled fire, it'll sweep through those houses as well. But I'm talking like these houses were not touched at all. And they all had the same hue of blue.
Do you know what I'm thinking it was? Could be an explanation. Tying to the conspiracy, maybe certain people were made aware
Yeah.
and turned their sprinklers on. Because if you have in-home sprinkler systems, keep them running,
That's a good idea. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fire's not going to get close to the house
True,
because there's constant
true.
water
Constant
going
water.
to the system. Unless the fire disrupts the main, but
the thing that happened in Hawaii was so crazy because they were telling them like don't panic, and they were so late giving them the warning, and they were
was
like telling
fucked
them
up,
don't
dude.
come up this road, and then all of a sudden you find out that these multi-billionaires and millionaires are buying property there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then we see that Zuckerberg and Oprah and all them are making these underground bunkers.
It's like
You're
when
like,
you
wait a minute.
you watch a football team and you know the exact move they're gonna make. You're like, they're gonna do
Yeah, they're
this
about to
play.
blitz.
They're about to do
right.
this play,
Yeah.
and then the guy comes in. Oh, he saw stutter because someone behind him saying, "You better not say anything or you're gonna fucking die."
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, oh yeah, we didn't know, and then now he's got the finger pointed at him. The heat's off. Whoever's back, the Men in Black's back.
It's like the fucking Epstein stuff.
Yeah,
It's all blackmail because if one person sees you doing it, everybody sees you doing it, and you're all in on it together. If one goes down, the entire thing goes down. That's why nobody's saying shit about it. They're just trying to be like, hey, I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a lot of people that are looked after celebrity-wise that I'm sure were there, and they always want to ask, say like, well, how do you know that they were involved in what Epstein was known for? It's like the saying, like, do you go to a buffet and not eat? Do you go to a casino and not gamble?
right.
Like, they were there for reasons, and if they flew back multiple times, then okay, something was up.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that shit blew my fucking mind.
I
when
told
all
you
that
guys
shit
not
blew
to
up.
bring up the Clintons.
Hey, I didn't say that name.
And I come back.
I didn't say that
you gotta
name.
talk about that.
that shit.
That's all him.
When all the shit blew up, I was just my mind was so blown that shit came up and that how little coverage that it had. I was just like,
I was about to say it's like
You don't understand.
Could you imagine if they found, like, I don't know, R. Kelly or Charlie Sheen and just had literally a dungeon of underage girls
R. Kelly
or
did.
an island of underage girls?
oh,
But
they
I'm
would
just
have
saying,
loved
like,
to pin it
the
on
amount of,
Sheen.
like, I'm just saying, like, the
Sheen's
amount,
Island.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all right. Charlie Sheen gets a pass on the molesting
I
children,
mean-
but everybody else,
Yeah, I mean,
But I'm just saying, if
R.
it was
Kelly
like-
was found with all that stuff.
If it was a more, like, like a famous, not connected type person, if
They
it was
always
just
have to
fucking-
have a fall horse or something,
Yeah.
And my whole thing is,
Snoop
like,
Dogg, or,
we know,
just
like-
something, just whoever,
like, morally, it's wrong. So why bring it to everyone's attention that these people are doing it? Like, it's just like any other issue with whether race, religion, like, we bring it up like it's a negative issue, and, like, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's just like we're displaying it at a broad scheme, like, oh, we're telling the whole world that this is happening. Like, why are we letting people, like, we know that it's happening, but
I think the reason is like, okay, sorry.
let's say, so you want, and I'm just rationale here. You want them to keep it under wraps? That's what they were
I'm saying
doing for the longest fucking time.
whoa,
Yeah.
The
gonna
crazy
happen.
thing
I'm
is,
just
this
saying, like-
wasn't even the first time Epstein got charged for
The
this.
the sad thing is nobody's gonna do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, I'm pro 2A. I love the gun community. I love the patriot community. But it's like they have a saying called "come and take it," and I see it all the time. And I'm like, look,
Yeah, dude, it goes back to
literally,
Texas
like,
history.
they are coming and taking it. Like, if what's more important than kids' safety in this country? Like, your freedoms are being taken away from you daily. Like, they're saying that you can't own this or can't own that, can't do this and can't do this. They're certainly coming and taking it. But, whenever it comes to kids, that's an issue that everybody in the world should unite on and be like, hey, this is a big fucking issue. Let's fucking do something about this. But nobody wants to, it seems. And it's like...
Well, and also, all right, so we're talking on a global scheme here. Not saying that this is right or whatever. I don't really give a shit. I think fucking little kids is a terrible thing. You should never do it. But there are places where you could, like, you can go to the whatever, I don't know, Philippines. I don't know why I'm picking on the Philippines, but Thailand, whatever it is, and go bang a 12-year-old kid if that's really what you want.
It's fucked
and
up.
It's perfectly legal there. And I'm not
I
saying
don't think
that's
it's legal
right.
there. No,
Or
it's not
whatever,
legal, but
okay.
they just...
I'm
they-
sure
they
the
just
laws
look it
have
over.
changed.
But
They
there
just
are
look it over, they're like-
places, yeah, there are places you can go where there aren't laws for that, or whatever the situation is, like where that happens and it's the norm, and not even necessarily the norm, but whatever. There are places you could do that kind of fucked up shit. So, like, what the fuck are these elites doing? Like,
It's like hostile.
If you're a fucking pedophile, there's a place you can go.
Hold on. And, like, we know about it
Like,
now.
you're
Hold
doing all
up.
this crazy
That means
shit.
that there
Go
has
there.
to be...
I'm just saying, like,
There has to be something like hostile, like these elites, like how you were saying,
Yeah.
maybe go and just torture people, like, and they get away with it because it's
Did
like
y'all watch the Squid Game theory?
I saw like a couple. Oh wait, no, the theories, no, what?
the not the theories, the whole series,
no,
the Squid Games.
No.
Well, that's like
the theories.
sorry, I start to slur when I drink. If you'll haven't noticed.
these nice coors.
silver bullets, bro.
But at the end, spoiler alert, there was about 7 or 8 guys that had betted on their number. Like, oh, I've bet on
Oh, yeah, bet on
105
number.
to go
Yeah.
all the way. And they've gone through all these and these people have debts to cartels or whatever. So at the end, that's what mainly what it was. The whole concept was these guys have put millions and millions of dollars into this game to bet on these people's lives. Who's gonna win and who's not. And it's all fucked. But it was a cool concept to play out, just to like see it. People know,
it's like the fucking Hunger Games. It's like obviously that's
not there's a world
cool,
watching,
but it is kind of cool to see that dystopian fucking.
Right. I love dystopian stuff. Yeah, that was a cool idea. Like
and that one, and with the Hunger Games, which I didn't watch it, but with the Hunger Games, it was more like modernized. It wasn't in the distant future. It's like no, just billionaires today.
It was
just
like
decided to trap all these people.
No, exactly. They wanted to trap us, and them or whatever. Because I ain't saying it's gonna happen, but like. Yeah, and then each colony was good at something. Like they did the, raising chickens. They did the grain. Or this society was too rich to even do anything. Like,
Yep.
And they always had the upper hand. Like, they got first pick of weapons, or they got a power or something.
What do you think about mermaids?
That was one thing about the fucking. Sorry about the mermaids thing, but did either of you guys watch the new Hunger Games movie?
No,
I've never seen any of them.
So the new Hunger Games, so the districts in the Hunger Games, there's 12 districts. It's like the super rich all the way down to like the poor and like the coal miners and shit like that at the end. But in the new Hunger Games, it's like supposedly right after the war and right when the Hunger Games started. But it's like everybody's poor. So it's like, well then, if everybody's poor and there's nothing, then how did these people? That's what I'm saying. How did these people become like this elite level? It's like if it's just like after a war and everything's in ruins, it's like that would never work. These people would need to have started in power to stay in power. Because
if it's after a war, how are you getting money to be where you are?
Exactly.
The society hasn't built back up yet.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like the way that they were trying to get their society back together was through the Hunger Games.
It's kind of like the Book of Eli.
Make any fucking sense?
I love the Book of Eli because the villain wanted the Bible to use as a weapon to poison men's minds, to do his bidding, his way. He was going to be like, I am God. You have to do this.
Yeah, I'm the one that is delivering.
Denzel's character was like, no, this is the true word of God in that world.
You saw that there's a post online with Joel Osteen with a lady, and she's like, please, someone Photoshop me with heavens in the background, and everyone just like immediately photoshopped like Satan's head on Joel Osteen.
Of course.
Dude, it was so great. The comments were so fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
Mattress Mac, H-Town baby. Fuck Joel Osteen. All about the Mattress Mac, baby.
I think I bought something from Mattress Mac one time.
Dude, we need a Mattress Mac statue. For sure.
I've always said, I'm like, he's done so much for Houston, more than anybody that I can think of. Like,
dude.
And it's like, he's such a great person. Okay, at my last job, one of the main managers, he was like in charge of all maintenance. He worked with Mattress Mac for like over 20 years, and he was his like right hand man, and he has nothing but good things to say about him. I was like, dude, that's fucking great. Like,
word. And fuck the Phillies and the Phillies fans.
Yeah, fuck the
Y'all
Phillies.
Can all kiss my ass.
Phillies fanatics, you can eat a dick.
Yep. Pussies.
I love the cheesesteaks.
Come at me, bro.
Eat a
Fuck
dick.
with my Mac. There ain't turn of the May.
But yeah, that was when Harvey happened and Joel Osteen wouldn't open his doors because he got new carpets.
Yeah.
He got fresh.
Was that his excuse?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We just got new carpets, and there's gonna be a bunch of dirty
and then
blacks.
not even to mention the fact some worker busted through his wall. Some construction workers, they found thousands, hundreds of $1,000s cash in the wall.
So you don't
in
hide
the church.
$1,000 in your wall.
Hundreds of thousands of cash just in the walls.
Damn. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's extortion money or something.
I'm not knocking religion, but when you start asking me for money when I go to a place to like try to create solace,
yeah, I mean,
it's just kind of a weird concept.
I understand contributing to keep like the church going because somebody's got to pay the fucking light bills and stuff.
Yeah,
now, they don't pay taxes and
or
stuff
feed
like
us if we ever do that.
All right,
I do
pay
understand.
taxes and join the economy.
Well, I mean, they should pay taxes.
Right,
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's like the benefits they get. But truthfully, it is a place that should, in theory, be available to, people from all walks of life. If you're going by Jesus' teachings, just because somebody has no money or is poor or homeless, whatever, that you shouldn't exclude them from your church. That's not the way to whatever. But I'm just saying,
tithing is what it's called,
when
right?
it's a mega church that's getting, this crazy financial backing and like
I
understand that the local church passing around
owns a
thing,
multi-million-dollar
trying to get
mansion
2 or 3
house.
He has his own
Yes,
security
yes,
guards
yes.
armed that escort him everywhere. Like, if you like,
and you're still getting money.
okay,
But I'm just saying, at the small like local church level, yes, passing around the collection tray, everybody giving
Cool.
a $1 or $2, that's fine. But yeah, when it's fucking this crazy mega,
I'm gonna
we have
pass.
like
Yeah.
nobody knows about this place, but we have like this crazy mega church that's like right there off of Fairmont. It's like fucking huge, dude. I
Southern
went there
Baptist.
one time when
the
I was
Baptist
younger,
church,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, they have their own
It's
school,
insane,
daycare.
yes.
Yeah, they have
That-
every.
my
motherfuckers
my sister
make
used to work
money.
as a teacher over
There's
there.
a lot
Yeah.
of places to work there. There's a lot of jobs there. Yeah, I dated a girl and her mom was like
But
a daycare teacher.
next conspiracy theory: religion.
Yeah,
God,
religion, all right.
all the religions.
Inshallah.
Hello.
Yeah, dude, I'm mostly like a Muhammad kind of guy,
Like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah, he's my idol.
Nah, I don't know, dude. Personally, if we're gonna get into it, all religions are dumb.
It's just a man-made way to keep us civil, or try to. I want to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like
Moralities.
religions haven't played a part in like the evolution of man or like the us rising out of the fucking
forming of
caves and
countries.
There's definitely the big aspect of that. Like,
For sure.
if you're gonna, Jesus's message doesn't sound so revolutionary now, but at one point, like, being kind to your neighbor was actually like the craziest fucking concept. Like, what do you mean? Don't try to kill this guy and
Like,
take
hold
what he
up,
has?
like-
Why? Like
Yeah,
that
like-
was a revolutionary type, thing. But for the most part, I mean, pretending like what the whole, like, about the creator and what happens after you die, all those types of things. It's far-fetched. I mean, it could be true. It could all be right. But
It's
there's
like
no way to
dreaming.
know.
It's like dreaming. Everybody
Yeah.
dreams.
Exactly.
Like no matter if you remember it or you remember everything about it, like you don't know if it was real or not. And you wake up, you think it's real because you woke up. Oh, do you have that feeling like, dude, that just fucking happened? Like,
Yep.
but and then sometimes you dream and nothing happens, and you have deja vu, and you're like, what the fuck?
The deja vu feeling always gets me feeling weird.
Like-
I'm
Yeah, that's a crazy one, dude.
So
That's an interesting
your prayers may never always be answered, but you speak words into action. So if you're talking to yourself, and that's what's always my opinion.
The secret again.
Like
yeah, we're back to the secret. If
Like-
you will something into existence, if you want that
Like,
Porsche, make
that's
you a
like-
vision board.
like
Here, we'll make
it's
it
so
up.
hard to talk about religion with someone who hasn't dropped acid.
I mean,
Because it's like
it's just hard to
to
talk to
me,
people
like-
who like are like
Closed-minded
set in their beliefs. Yeah,
it's just like
I have a friend.
I just want to give my experience on acid epiphany of religion. So I was just blitzed. I don't know, fucking 2011, dude. I was
dude.
fucking out
40
of there,
hits
dude.
in.
So I had epiphany that everyone is essentially God. You are God,
Okay.
right? Like you are a human being. You're a God. So it all derived from the DMT, the pineal gland.
Yeah.
So
Spirit molecule.
the theory of when you die,
You
the
keep-
pineal gland
it keeps living.
bursts. Okay, there's a theory your pineal gland bursts in the moment of death, like kind of like a near-death experience.
Yeah,
It
releases.
activates-
It doesn't burst, but it releases.
Well, it
all
releases
of the-
whatever it releases
Yeah.
the DMT.
It releases the
And-
same way your anus does.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so in that moment in time of your life, whatever thoughts and moralities, whatever, if you're heaven, oh, happy thoughts, if you're a happy human or you're a sad human, it all comes down, and that is heaven or hell. You live your eternal life, the memories you thought your life was
You
really.
know what's crazy about that? So you said that you had the thought that we are all our own gods.
Yeah.
So Anton LaVey, I believe he was like the biggest founder of the Church of Satan.
Right.
Their belief is you are your own god as well.
Yeah.
I was reading about that
And
the other day.
And that's also within like the
And that's a lot
theory,
of in a lot of religions.
Yeah, like
like
you
the
are the
Matrix.
ultimate power.
like the whole Matrix theory, like the whole like what's the other term for it? Not the Matrix, but the fucking like simulation theory.
Yeah.
Is that like could be an aspect of it. It's like, oh, we're in a simulation. It's like, but why would we be in a simulation? It's like, well, at one point we were gods, and if you're a god, what are you gonna do to entertain yourself? Well, you'll make this world, you'll make these people, you'll make all this stuff.
It's like Prometheus.
And it'll be fun for a while to watch that, and then after you get tired of watching that, well, then you'll maybe want to be in the game. You know, you've created this thing. You've created Grand Theft Auto. You're like, fuck it, dude. I want to play it.
That was like
so
my
you create
whole...
yourself a character. Actually, shout out Duncan Trussell. He's the one actually that said this. But you want to be a character in the game. That's fun. But at some point you'll get bored with that, and you're like, well, what if I was a character but I didn't know that I was a god? I just want to be a character like all the rest of the characters are. You know, it's like it's just a way to entertain yourself as a god. That's one way to look at the fucking whole.
I think people back
thing.
then about like religion, like I remember we always talk about Monty Python. I finally saw The Life of Brian.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
it's so good.
And
It's
it's
so
like
good.
Hell yeah.
this makes a lot of sense. How he was just talking what people want to hear.
Right. Yeah.
Like he's just saying what they want to hear.
Yeah.
And then they're all following him around because they're like, "Oh, I never heard this before."
Right.
And they're just like, "Oh, he's the
And
son."
then-
Like,
And
he's
I
the
love
one.
the fact that
Like,
at
I'm
the
not
town
savior.
square.
He says he's the savior.
And I love that the fact that the town
his
square
mother.
they had different people with different ideas.
Yeah, yeah,
out
they
there
were all on
preaching to
the
them.
stand.
So it kind of gave you an idea of like at that maybe there was several people like that, like out there
yeah.
preaching ideas.
Okay,
It just puts it in
for the
perspective.
I
It's
mean,
just
for the record, if we're gonna go to like the Jesus aspect of it, because that's the Life of Brian, is he's
True.
based
Well,
on
yeah.
Jesus.
yeah.
But
Christianity.
I'm just saying, like if you just want to talk about like people who were crucified for their religious beliefs, like by the Romans, and, like
Oh.
there was a sea of these people. Like he was,
It's
you know,
insane.
I love the fact when he's like talking shit in Roman, and he's
Yeah.
like, "No, you're doing
Yeah.
it wrong."
whatever. Conjugate the verb.
Conjugate the verb.
Yes, that sounds like a good movie.
I
What are you
love that.
trying to even say?
And they all
Romans, get
go,
out.
no females at the stoning, and all the females are wearing fake
Fucking
beards.
fake
Yeah,
beards.
Are there any females? No.
I think my favorite religious movie, if we could talk about movies, is Dogma.
Oh,
Dogma.
dude, Dogma's so
Love
good.
it.
You can Dogma
Love
is.
it.
I am so surprised that that movie is that deep. Like it's a pretty.
All
deep
those
movie.
actors are gonna live
You're
forever.
like, damn, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's a deep thought. Like she can't have babies. She works at a fucking abortion clinic, and then she meets the scribe of God, and then he's like, "I have a mission for you." And you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it was
But
Severus Snape, by the way.
It's so it's so silly.
Oh, he died.
And then Jay and Silent Bob are in there,
R.I.P.
Yep.
and they gave her, like, "Oh, these are your protectors."
That's the best part of the movie. It's at the end when he's with the girl and he's like,
He's like, "It's the end of the world. Are we fucking
yeah,
doing this
he
or not?"
starts taking off his pants.
It's the
busts
end
out
of the
condoms.
world.
What the fuck are you doing? He's like, you said if the world was about to end that you would totally fuck me.
He's like, "You said that you'd fucking do me."
Yeah.
It's happening.
yeah, you let Silent Bob have sloppy seconds. Yeah, that shit was fun.
Yeah, that's just a deep movie though. It's really good.
Oh yeah, he's like,
I always tell my friends about it because they never heard about it, and they're like, "Dude, I saw that movie. Holy shit, it's freaking
I
good."
know it's not.
and even at the beginning with what's this nuts, the Snape or whatever, like when he first talks to the girl, she's like, well, if you're really an angel or if you're really sending a message from God, why doesn't God come talk to me by himself?
He's like, "I swear, if it wasn't in a movie."
No, he goes, the mere presence of God would make your head explode. We went through 3 atoms before we figured that out.
No,
Like,
he
just
said
little shit
he said
like
the
that in
voice,
that movie.
the voice. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the voice of God would just, and then God is Alanis Morissette in
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah.
and I was like, just as hilarious. But and then
Yeah,
dude,
and then
that
that
movie.
ties back in at the end because that's once the whatever Ben Affleck or whatever fucking rips his wings off, he's human.
Loki gets shot
and
his
that's
wings
why
off.
the voice kills him. So,
Yeah.
it all circles.
It's a crazy movie. You're like, damn, and it has such good actors in it. Everybody.
Yeah, Chris Rock just
This-
falls out of the sky naked.
Salma Hayek.
I'm the 13th
you know.
apostle.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, do I know JC? He owes me $10."
Yeah.
Dude,
It's like, I've
when
never heard of the 13th apostle. Oh,
what was
you never heard
the-
of the Black Apostle? Wow. Yeah.
what was that movie where Chris Rock dies and comes back as an old white dude?
Ghost Dad.
Dude, no, not Ghost Dad, dude. Head of State, right?
Was
he
it?
comes back as the president,
No.
right?
No, head of state. He didn't die. He ran for president.
No. But he's in a white guy's body.
No,
but he's.
that's not head of state.
What the fuck was that then?
He was in a white guy's body.
But either way,
he was his janitor. I think he was like a butler to the guy.
Like, I just remember like the previews on other movies, and he's like Tiger wood y'all, and he like slides in or whatever, and then it flashes to the white guy, and he's just wearing like the goofiest shit.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Chris Rock. It could be Chris Tucker. No, it was Chris Rock. Yeah, I don't remember. He probably wears a dress in that movie. That's the conspiracy.
Conspiracy theories.
That's another conspiracy.
That's a good one. I mean, Dave Chappelle was the one that brought that up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How he was talking about, he's like, for some reason Hollywood wants
down
to
to earth.
Down to earth.
Yeah,
that's
damn.
Yep.
He dies and he comes back white, dude.
Yeah.
That shit is so funny.
That's a crazy movie.
Oh my god.
Yep.
The conspiracy though is like Hollywood wants to make black men in these women's dresses.
Yeah.
And they're just like
they have to like desexualize the black man.
Wait, say that again.
So Dave Chappelle was the one who brought out the fact that Hollywood and like the writers want to make a black man wear a dress. They want to make them into a female.
Like any famous black person you ever heard of, you can find a picture of them.
Like Martin Lawrence. Look at him in Big Mama's House.
Yeah.
Look at Kevin Hart. He has a lot of
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
I
they all
mean,
have to wear a dress at one point. In
did Will
careers.
Smith? He's a Scientologist, so I know.
What?
Probably in the fucking in the Fresh Prince, I'm sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
all supporting lead
all famous
famous black
lead.
men had to wear a dress.
Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson, all of them. You can find
Tyler the Creator.
He does that on his own accord.
Yeah, he wears a dress all the time. He wears a wig and shit.
I mean,
that's what he wants.
That's what he wants.
That's not
bro.
even the Hollywood elite giving him that. He's just
Puff Daddy.
He's like, you know what's funny? Is seeing
Puff
a black
Daddy's like the
dude in a
pimp
wig.
of.
P.
Puff Daddy
Diddy?
is like a huge another conspiracy theory. Like look at Jamie Foxx.
To be a famous rapper, you have to suck P. Diddy's
Yeah,
dick.
like-
Really?
Yeah, like
That's one.
He's the
Homo thugging.
He's the lead fucking pimp.
Yes, dude.
He's
It's
like-
such a good one.
Fuck yeah, he's like come shake
In
your
order
tail
to-
feather.
All right, wait. They said I could make it, but I gotta go to pay a visit to P. Diddy. For some
That's
reason,
it.
I gotta go to New York. He's flying me out. VIP, private jet, little
Damn.
PJ.
Okay.
We're making the band.
Good little
bro.
BJ, a little
I
PJ.
I mean, look at fucking J Beebs. You know, he met through fucking Usher, which Usher was famous through P Diddy. I'm sure, right? Like,
Oh, yeah,
So
of
it's
course.
Usher's dick, then P. Diddy's dick.
Maybe.
I mean, there are several dicks on the way to the Diddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
diddled on the way to the Diddy.
That's hilarious. I never
you
heard
want
that
your album
one.
to be on the radio? That's the Diddy D.
Yeah.
What's
no,
his
that's a
number?
big one.
No, dude. We're in
gotta
two
say-
bands. Diddy, he'll suck your dick.
Hell yeah.
He won't do it good, but no, you're not.
I'll
black.
suck
You
it with
won't
my
you?
butt.
No, but yeah, Dave Chappelle was like, I refuse to wear a dress, but there is video on YouTube of him in women's makeup.
I'll never wear a dress.
In a-
Dave Chappelle.
in a certain like old 90s skit. I saw it the other day. Somebody had it. It was like a recommended channel, and it was like Dave Chappelle wearing makeup and women's attire back in the 90s, and you're like, what? It's not a dress,
Yeah.
but you're just like,
Man, I had a weird feeling earlier today. I gotta get it out of my system.
go ahead.
So I was doing a ride along. I was doing a shadow with one of my employees.
Yeah.
And they just casually bring up call me the N-word.
Wow.
Like-
Is he black?
Yeah.
obviously.
So I just
Wait, what? Was it Micah?
No.
Shout out to my dog, Micah.
Hey.
I just get so weirded out. It's not just like I've never had any issues with it in the past. Like I just get it's just so weird to me now. It's just
Oh, to be
because
called
all
the
the
N-word as a white
media
dude?
stigma. It's just it's so weird. Because I don't
So-
know how to feel because I don't care. Honestly, personally, I don't care. Whatever, call me a stinker racist. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's just weird how it just gets
That's my fetish.
brought up.
Well, I'm jealous. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
right now.
I know.
I
mean, I'm
wish they would
it's
call me that.
whatever.
All right, hold on.
They always call me cracker. No, but
It's just a weird moment.
It's
It
one of
was
the-
just a weird, I don't know if it's a normal
So-
thing, but it's just
I mean,
I don't
obviously
know.
it is.
I
So
don't
did
know.
you call him it?
but it's
No.
Yeah, so you said it back, right?
No.
So
I
you
called
had
him by his name.
Just have that pass in your pocket for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One day, just pull it out on him.
Yeah.
Nah, but I don't know. Well, in the working environment, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, as a white dude, as their supervisor, it's like,
You can't say that.
yeah, you're really not supposed to be cussing at me, and that's kind of
That's
a
a cuss word?
Say it. Tell me it's not a cuss word right now. It's sixth period. You're in 11th grade. Say that word. You know what I'm saying? It's a cuss word, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. But
It was just
it's
a weird
situation.
moment.
All right, you're the manager at fucking,
It was a
whatever,
weird
Chick-fil-A. All right. Are you allowed to
Well.
tell this black kid he can't say that? I don't know. What do you do? I have no idea.
It was a weird moment in the day.
I
was
mean,
just like,
I don't make nothing racial unless they make it there first. I mean, y'all that really know me, y'all know how I am. But I have to be really mad or be willing to like tell somebody off to be saying some derogative stuff to somebody. Like, hold up, like I'm about to go hard.
So
on
It
what
you.
was just like a
saying is-
normal conversation.
So
He's
what
like,
you're
hey,
saying
bro.
is you say it.
I would say it. So like,
You're Mexican. You can do it, but
yeah. So like, okay, Lewis.
Yeah.
There's a video. Hey, Lewis. There's a video on there on YouTube of him. He's at Baybrook Mall, and this guy comes up to him and he's like, "Do you want the N-word pass? Because I'm gonna give it to you."
Wait, this is on the internet?
Yeah.
It'll be on the intro.
Yeah, Lewis says it to him, and he's like, "Hell yeah!" And he gives him a hug.
Yeah.
We saw that guy like a year later at Fry's Electronics, and I was waiting in line, and I didn't know that was the guy because Lewis told me about the video. And the guy turns around and he sees Lewis, and he's like, "Hey, I gave you the pass." And Lewis is like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I was just like, "Oh, is that the guy?" And I was just laughing my ass off. And then Lewis is like, "Thank God you weren't on there." And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, dude. If that dude would have given you the pass,
I would've
what you
been
would have
like-
done with that kind of power?
Oh man.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's hilarious.
I'm like, we're cool? We're that cool? All right.
Will you tell the rest of them?
Spread the word.
Oh yeah, man. Am I invited to the cookout?
I'm about to get some ribs.
Oh, shit, son. All right, well, I think this is a very successful cast. We're over an hour, and shout out America.
Thank you.
We love you.
Subscribe.
We
Oh
could
yeah, sub.
Shout out.
Hell yeah. All
Maddie.
Matt's friends who get this link.
Buy
Who
everything.
didn't watch this podcast all the way to the end. Thanks for joining
Hell
the
yeah.
squad.
Thank you.
But either way, later.